Hey folks, I want you to see this ad. It is one of the best ads of the season. Take a look at it.
Welcome back to America's least favorite game show with Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, and Marco Rubio. It's something true about crime in the United States. Ted Cruz.
We know from past experience that the most effective tool for keeping kids safe is armed law enforcement on the campus.
This is a disturbing pattern now. Ted Cruz has just been telling lies.
Researchers have studied more than 130 cases, finding that armed guards were not associated with any significant reduction in injury rates during mass shootings.
Marco Rubio.
I always find it interesting that the reflexive reaction of the left is to say we need more gun laws. Criminals don't follow gun laws. And there's just no evidence that these gun laws would prevent these shootings.
I have to say, he lied this time. He lied, 100%.
A new study that shows states with weaker gun laws have higher rates of both firearm-related homicides and suicides.
Donald Trump.
The 20 most dangerous are Democrat-run. Worse than Honduras, worse than Afghanistan.
8 of the 10 states with the highest murder rates in 2020 voted for Trump, and that murder rate's 40% higher in Trump voting states compared to Biden voting states.
That ad out of Cap Action and MeidasTouch is just amazing, because not only does it show you those right-wing bastards telling you out of their own mouths that they're lying sons of bitches, but they turn around with this ad and then they beat them with facts and show you how they're liars. They bring the receipts. That's what's so devastating about this ad. Now, yeah, the right-wingers have reacted to that whole thing. You know, it's devastating to them that their tough on crime governors are running some of the states with the most crime in it. Now, the way the right-wingers are sleeping at night, still pulling that level for the Republicans, even though this undercuts their biggest talking point, is they say, well, that's just them Democrat cities and them states. Yeah, well, that's not true. See, you've moved the goalpost, but you can't stop at the city because you can't represent a city. Now, you've changed what you were trying to do. You've changed to trying to represent the reality of crime. Well, to represent the reality of crime, you got to pull it all the way down to the neighborhood level, because you can represent a neighborhood, but you can't represent a city, not a whole city. Not unless you're claiming that you're some sort of divine leader who's ended crime and is tough on crime like Republicans are doing. Well, then you can be held accountable for a whole city. But if you really want to talk about the reality of crime, you've got to go down to the neighborhood level. So you take those democratic cities and you look at the crime. And you see that there's like one little neighborhood in those cities that's crime-ridden. It's gang-on-gang violence. It has to do with the capitalism of drug trades and the control of territories. It's crime you can't be a victim of because you're not in a gang. You know, and they'll say, oh, well, you could be caught by a stray bullet or something. That is the rarest of unicorns. Gangs do not want their violence spilling out into the general populace because it causes the leaders in those cities to have to just intensely clamp down and crack down on that violence when it spreads out into the general population. It's all contained with that little within that little area. So if you take that out, those cities are some of the safest places on earth. They are. Those Democrat-run cities are some of the safest places on earth. Much safer than being near, say, a Proud Boy. Much safer than being near an Oath Keeper or a Boogaloo Boy or a 3%er. Those are not gang-on-gang violence situations. They're bringing that violence to you. They're attacking Asians. They're attacking Jewish people. They're attacking people of color. They're attacking Hispanics and every group within the subset of people of color. That's not gang-on-gang violence. That's cosplay hillbillies bringing the violence to you. And that is a conversation, my friends, they do not want to have. Tomorrow's election day. Go vote. Vote like your life depends on it, because it does. I'm telling you, these right-wingers are dangerous. We've shown you over and over and over again, there's nothing more we can do besides bring you the receipts and let you do with it what you need to do. We cannot hold your hand into that voting booth. You have to go. And there's no place in this country where your vote does not matter. No place. You may think, well, oh, I live in a highly democratic area. What's one vote? It is essential. Your vote is essential. Every vote is a repudiation of fascism. Every vote matters in the dialogue that we have going forward. Be heard. Your vote is your voice. Hit that subscribe button. Help us out. This is the last day before the election. Help us get our message out. I love you folks. Let's do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Go vote.
This November is Rowvember. MeidasTouch just released its brand new collection of Rowvember t-shirts and pins to let the country know what's at stake this upcoming midterm election. Go to store.meidastouch.com to grab yours. That's store.meidastouch.com.